From RedZone Weather in Bruton, Alabama, with meteorologist Spinks Megginson. A severe weather update starts right now.
A significant round of severe weather ahead for parts of the Deep South on this Tuesday, extending into tonight. It's a level 4 out of 5 risk day for parts of Mississippi, with a lower end yet still significant severe weather risk around that, including part of our local area. Hope you're having a nice Tuesday morning. Thunderstorms going to increase in coverage across our area later today. We could have a few severe thunderstorms as early as the afternoon hours, and even later this morning there could be a few strong storms around. I think the overall coverage of storms will be fairly sparse in the late morning hours, but then this afternoon, that's when a few of the storms could become severe. A few tornadoes not out of the question. The bigger round and more organized round of showers and thunderstorms is going to move across our area in the very early morning hours of Wednesday. And so we're looking at a situation where we have really a double barrel threat per se. Round 1 this afternoon into this evening, and then another severe weather risk as we get into Wednesday morning. Let's look at it in terms of the convective outlook first. This is the latest from the Storm Prediction Center this morning, and you can see that much of Mississippi, central Mississippi specifically, is involved in this level 4 out of 5 severe weather risk. That's the area that has the greatest chance of experiencing significant long-track tornadoes later today. Around that, a level 3 out of 5 risk for parts of Louisiana, extending over into West Alabama, Choctaw, Sumter, and even part of Washington counties involved in that severe weather risk. The level 3 out of 5 severe weather risk valid for later today. Let's look at how it may look on the radar, the projected radar. This is off the high-res rapid refresh model. Again, maybe a few showers and storms this afternoon. Some of those storms may be severe. This look is valid at 2 p.m. Bigger storms firing back over central Mississippi. By tonight, could have numerous showers and storms across the Deep South. Some of these may be severe, and some of the tornadoes that form later today may be strong and long-tracked, specifically over Mississippi. So if you're traveling to places like Meridian, Jackson, back up to Starkville, be aware some of those storms could be particularly intense with strong tornadoes possible. By the time we get to 7 a.m., on Wednesday, the system will be moving across our area, the organized batch of storms, and by tomorrow at noon, say, I think most of the rain will be to our east. So let's get in there and talk about it. Again, there's the convective outlook. Here's the tornado probabilities on this, and you can see the greatest tornado risk today is clearly going to be across central Mississippi. We note that parts of Choctaw, Marengo, Sumter, Greene, Washington, Pickens, Lamar, Fayette, Marion, Franklin, and Colbert counties in West Alabama are involved in that higher tornado probability risk zone, with much of our area being involved in the standard slight risk, the level 2 risk, 5% probability for tornadoes. And keep in mind, 5% may sound like a low number, but that simply means the tornado risk is 5 times higher than on a given day for much of our local area. 10% higher in the yellow zone, or I should say 10 times higher than a normal day, and 30 times higher in this red area. Damaging straight line winds also a concern. In addition, could have large hail, particularly across Louisiana, Mississippi, and Arkansas. So again, let's look at the tornado risk, because there also is this significant tornado risk today, which is very uncommon. This is the zone where we're most likely to see strong EF2 plus tornadoes, and that does include part of our local area near Milry, back up to places like Butler, Gilbertown, and Toxie there in Choctaw County, much of southern Mississippi near Brookhaven, Laurel, Hattiesburg, Meridian, also areas near Columbus involved in this significant tornado risk zone, Hamilton over in West Alabama, and also places near Winfield, Sulligent involved in that as well. So significant tornadoes going to be possible today, mainly across Mississippi, but also parts of Louisiana, Arkansas, and West Alabama involved in that zone as well. And don't forget, significant hail will be a concern, and this is pretty rare. We're talking potential for baseball-sized hail today in parts of Louisiana, Mississippi, and Arkansas. Don't think the hail will be that large here, but we could have large hail up to the size of quarters across our local area. So a level 4 risk day, very uncommon for parts of Mississippi. Mississippi. You see most of us in South Alabama and Northwest Florida involved in the standard level 2 out of 5 slight risk, with the eastern side of our region and also the southern side involved in the lower end level 1 out of 5 risks. Specifically, if you're in Mobile, Monroeville, Thomasville, places near Bruton, Atmore, Walnut Hill, Bay Minette, Uri, Camden, Demopolis, Selma, Centerville, Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Double Springs, Cullman, Huntsville, and Muscle Shoals involved in that lower end risk, or I should say level 2 out of 5 risk zone, with the lower end risk being a bit farther to the east. Lower end risk includes places like Auburn, Alex City, back down to Andalusia, Crestview, Milton, Pensacola, areas near Gulf Breeze, and the Alabama beaches involved in the lower end risk zone. Tomorrow, the whole system shifts out. It will be weaker by that point. Still could have some gnarly weather in the morning as that main batch of storms moves through. We're talking an additional 2 to 3 inches of rain for parts of southeast Mississippi. Here's the local view. Some of that heavier rain probably going to move into west Alabama, particularly in areas west of the Alabama River, meaning Thomasville, Grove Hill, Jackson, areas near Chatham, going to probably have the most rain with this event over the next 24 hours. Highs out there today going to be in the mid-70s. Tomorrow is the last day of hurricane season. We have made it through a hurricane season for the first time in many years with no issues locally. Hurricane Ian, of course, devastated parts of southwest Florida earlier in the year, but thankfully we have had no landfalls anywhere close by on the northern Gulf Coast. That is a big sigh of relief. More relief on the way in terms of weather this weekend. Highs going to be in the mid-70s as we get into Saturday and Sunday, but before we get there, this cold front responsible for the severe weather outbreak today into tonight and early tomorrow, going to move by tomorrow in the late morning hours. Highs on Thursday around 58. Quick warm up will be around 75 by the time we get to Saturday. I will have updates posted throughout the day in the RedZone weather app. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and I'll try to get to those in just a minute. Stay safe, have a way to hear warnings, and we'll be with you if we have tornado warnings locally.
Be sure to find us across social media, and don't forget to download the free RedZone weather app and set up your customized alerts. Please support our RedZone weather sponsors who make our coverage possible every single day.